Hi, Creative Brain Balance Programs, Patience Killing. This is another video in my series, Make Miracles Every Day, Elevate Your Daily Outlook. And the way we see things elevates our outlook or puts it in the trash bin. And again, here's my theme that inspired this series from the Course in Miracles. A miracle is simply a change in perception. It's a change in how we see things. Today, I'm going to deal with another way to help us empower our lives by a format called MetaView. And MetaView is looking at the bigger picture. It's getting some distance from the situation. If you're in a rut, thinking the same old thing over and over, ruminating, feeling trapped, then you're in a rut. You're not being able to see anything with fresh eyes. This takes using your imagination, and you will be looking through your own eyes, but from a different vantage point. So tune in to how your body feels at the different places we will be, if it's tense, if it's relaxed, if it's excited. That always gives a clue to what will help your energy be raised or lowered. Just a noticing. And certainly do take some notes after you go through this. So MetaView, it helps you reconnect with your own values. You can see the surrounding territory, so to speak, and put everything in perspective with the big picture. We get very close, and that's when we get in the rut. Okay, so what we do today is we need to pick a particular vehicle to take a ride in, and it's going to take us above our situation. You can have it be a helicopter, a spaceship, an elevator, maybe a blimp, maybe an imaginary vehicle that you've seen, like a Jules Verne contraption. But the idea is that we are going to be asking ourselves some questions from a higher altitude. So once you've picked your vehicle, whatever it may be, rise up to maybe 50,000 feet. And look at your situation, whichever challenge you're challenged about, whatever you're kind of in a rut about, whatever you want to change. We always need a specific situation, obviously, or why would we be doing this? We're trying to change our outlook, to elevate our vision, to have more energy, and to have more fun in life. So you know what your issues are, but you're looking at your issue, your challenge, through your own eyes from an elevated spot. And as I said, you've chosen your vehicle. You can make it fun. I would suggest that. So from 50,000 feet, ask yourself the question, what's true from this vantage point, from this height, that I couldn't see before? This is your imagination. And from way up there, wow, you're looking down, and I mean, maybe you just see blurs of colors that have some significance to you. You can't really get any detail, and it occurs to you, gee, I don't even know the expressions of the people that are part of the situation. Um, you're looking at it with lack of detail, which can bring great insights. Another question would be, I'll repeat that question. What's true from this vantage point that I haven't seen before? Another good question is, if life were a road and we took a look from above, what would we see? Now, if it's a road, your memories of childhood, of teenage years, of past relationships, past jobs, whatever. Life were like a road. These surrounding facts of your life have influenced and brought you along this road to where you are now. And if it's someplace that you're wondering why you're experiencing it because it doesn't make you happy, there could be great clues in what surrounds you. So let's drop down to somewhere between 15,000 and 25,000 feet. Bring your vehicle down, tell the pilot to bring it down, or maybe you're the driver. And also, circle that problem in your imagination, circle that challenge. Maybe zip to the east, to the west, to the, change the elevation a little bit. And just see what you see. Okay, now you've got to imagine you could see a lot more detail. Is there anything in that makes a difference? Could you see the expressions of maybe some of the people involved? Can you see some resources in the neighborhood that you can now see? All good questions. In the scheme of your lifespan, how prevalent is this challenge? Is it occupying a large area or just a very small area? Anything of significance when you ask yourself these questions. So you've got to have a vivid imagination, and it will come to you because there are answers. Our mind will give us answers, our mind and emotions. Another question could be, if it were 20 years from now and I was here at this elevation, would it look the same to me? Would I still be stuck here? That kind of shake you up, maybe. But, let's be the devil's advocate to get some information. So you have to play with it a bit. Then go down to 5,000 square feet. Not square feet. 5,000 elevation. You can tell I was very active real estate agent when I'm talking in square feet. Anyway, that's just an aside. Okay, back to business. We're talking elevation here. And go down and hover. You can go to the east, to the west, whatever, or you can hover at 5,000 feet. The sun can come out to make things crystal clear. When you drop down, it might be a little bit foggy. What do you see then? What's true for me in this situation? And be very conscious of noting details. When you're closer, you can see so much more. Expressions, clothing, body postures. Your imagination can take you anywhere close enough to see all of this. What do their expressions tell you? If they're happy expressions, then maybe this situation is something that you just haven't seen the gold that's available within the situation. You haven't been standing in the right perspective to see the wonderful advantages it has yet. So being closer to the situation, I trigger that thought. So you get my drift. That's really what it's all about. It's about switching to a panoramic view, getting some distance from the situation, being true to your values, reconnecting with yourself. So the questions about, if it were on the road of life, or what's true from this vantage point that I couldn't see before, they're very juicy questions. Okay. So with your answers, always take notes, journal a little bit, because we think we're going to remember everything and we don't always do that. And you might reread it in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year, and go, wow, that's the piece I saw before. Now I've got another piece. It'll come together. So I just going to throw this in from Tony Robbins from years ago. He said, a life worth living is a life worth recording. So record your thoughts, jot them down so that you have this resource from yourself, vast library from you to connect the dots when needed. All righty. Thanks for tuning in again. Bye for now.